Sometimes, sometimes you see a news story and you just think, why? Why? What? What possessed you to do that? What possessed you to do that? Actor Rick Moranis randomly attacked in Manhattan. It's Rick Moranis. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? The man from Ghostbusters, Honey I Shrunk the Kids, Spaceballs, and my personal favourite, Little Shop of Horrors. I used to watch that all the time when I was a kid. Basically, when I was a kid, I was very hyperactive. I was very energetic. Would you believe? You wouldn't think that looking at me now. And my grandfather had several things taped on old VHSs. He would find things on the TV to tape for me to get me to watch. And there was only a few specific things that would make me shut the hell up and actually watch the TV. One of them was anything narrated by David Attenborough, any nature show, which is why I'm still a massive fan of David Attenborough to this day. And one of the other ones was Little Shop of Horrors. So my grandfather, God rest his soul, owes a lot to Rick Moranis for getting me to shut the hell up as a child and giving my grandfather some peace. But some complete loser, some complete waste of space, for some reason, just punched him in the head, like, in public. Now, I don't have the video here, but it's basically just some dudes walking down, right? Some dudes walking up. Rick Moranis is just walking past them. They're just two guys walking past each other in the street. There was no words exchanged. Nothing was said. Rick Moranis was just walking, minding his own business, and the guy just turns around and just clocks him right in the head for no reason. For absolutely no reason. The guy just randomly punched him in the head. Random. No reason at all. I don't know if the guy is mentally ill or if he's playing that stupid, cringy knockout game or whatever. I don't think it was the knockout game because the guy was on his own. He had no friends to try and show off in front of. It just seems, I don't know why he did it. I don't know why. Rick Moranis, who starred in Honey I Shrunk the Kids, is recovering after being attacked in New York City. The 67-year-old Ghostbusters actor was walking in Central Park West near 70th Street at 7:30 in the morning. This happened at 7:30 in the morning. When he was punched in the head, police said. Authorities tweeted security footage showing the attack on Friday. The video shows a man running up and knocking Mr. Moranis to the ground before walking away. Yeah, the guy also just punches him and then just casually keeps walking. Same speed, same posture. Didn't run, didn't change his demeanour or anything. The guy just casually just walked away. As if he hadn't done anything. Weird. Mental illness, I'm just going to put it down to that. The police have not yet made any arrests and have asked for the public's help in identifying the suspect. Mr. Moranis went to hospital and reported pain in his head, hip and back before reporting the crime at the precinct. His management team told CBS News he is fine but grateful for everyone's thoughts and well wishes. The Canadian actor rose to fame in the 1980s as a member of the cast of Second City Television. He became a household name around the world after appearing in the blockbuster smash Ghostbusters, which are classics, just absolute amazing classics. But he has mostly kept a low profile since his wife's death from cancer in 1991, choosing to focus on raising his children. That's the main thing that made me absolutely respect Rick Moranis. I'll get into that in a minute. He's set to reprise his role as the mad inventor and family man Wayne Selinsky in Shrunk, a sequel to Honey I Shrunk the Kids. Now, there's one thing that I want to say about Rick Moranis, right, about what a fantastic person he is. He was a huge movie star, back in the 80s and 90s. He could have had like a massive career. He starred in like massive, amazing, like fantastic movies. A lot of them are seen as classics. A lot of the stuff he was in is considered like classics in American comedy cinema. But when his wife passed away from cancer, he left all of that behind to focus on raising his kids. It was just him with his kids. His wife was gone. and he walked away from all of that to focus on his kids. That, how can you not respect that? That is amazing. He could have been, I mean, he was big back then, but he could have been so much bigger. He could have been so much more famous, so much more money. You know, all the way through Hollywood, huge, massive roles. He got offered like tons of stuff, but he did like in big movies, but he turned it all down because he's like, nah, I'm focusing on my kids. So he used the money that he made so far, and he focused on his kids. And now that his kids are grown up and they're making their own way in the world, he's coming back to Hollywood. Great. I think it's fantastic that he's coming back. I think it's amazing that he's coming back. It's going to be great to see him again in Hollywood. But, I mean, huge illustrious movie career, millions and millions of dollars, your face on billboards, your name in lights, all of that stuff. And he turned around and went, nah, I'm focusing on my kids. Chad. Absolute Chad. I have nothing but respect for that decision. That's just amazing. That's just amazing that he did that. I think there's a lot of people out there who probably wouldn't have made the same decision. Definitely not. But this guy, he's just such a good guy. Why would you punch him in the head? I don't think the guy knew who he was, right? But I'm still mad. It's Rick Moranis. He's just a little funny, nerdy goofball of a guy. And he's an old man now. He's 67, isn't he? He's 67 years old. Little funny, nerdy goofball, 67-year-old who starred in a lot of classic, amazing, funny movies. Who's just a good guy because he left an illustrious Hollywood career and millions of dollars behind to focus on his children because he loved his children so much, and some random waste of space punches him in the head for no reason. Why would you do that? Why would you punch anybody in the street in the head for no reason? Right, I'll admit that in Scotland for the longest time it's calmed down a lot, but as I was growing up, Scotland had a lot of recreational violence. That's literally the term that the police called it. Fridays and Saturday nights you would stay inside because all the Neds, just Google Neds if you're not from Scotland. They're our version of chavs, pretty much. They would take to the streets, drink heavily. If you weren't from the area or they didn't know you or they just didn't like the look of your face, you would have about 10 of them kicking your head in. It's happened to me a few times. You know, you're not paying attention and you walk into the wrong area. Right? And that was, recreational violence, right? But that was all about class and status and look how cool we are because 10 of us beat up one dude. Yeah, you're a hard man. You're a very hard man. Whenever you got them one-on-one in a fight, they absolutely crap themselves because Neds can't fight. They can't fight. That's why they need numbers. But at least I can understand that you're doing it so that you look cool and everything. Why did this guy do this? Why? Why just randomly punch someone in the head in the street? Why do it to Rick Moranis? I'm sorry, I'm waffling, right? But I'm very annoyed, right? But he's fine. Hopefully he'll be fine, and he'll be back in Hollywood, and we can get some more movies out of him. I think seeing his face on the big screen again is going to be a great throwback to everyone's childhoods. So I'm looking forward to it. Hope he's all right, and to the guy that punched him, I hope you get hit by a bus.